Are you looking for the best couch table? I don't know what you call these things. It's one of those tables that go behind a couch. They may be called like entryway tables or console tables, that type of stuff. I got this one right here. So I figured that I would assemble it with you guys. And I figured that the good place for it to go would be either behind this couch or up against the wall right here. And the reason why we chose that particular spot is because it's a long spot. So we're going to assemble this today because I want to see how long it's actually going to take to assemble it. So I like to go live to show y'all that. But if y'all want to check out this table, that's the code right there for the QR code. You guys can scan that and it will take you directly to Amazon, and it will, you can go and check it out if it's something that you would. They also make it in a few different like colors and whatnot as well. Also put a link below in the description if you guys want to go and grab it that way. Whatever's best for y'all. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and go live on Amazon as well. So let me do that real quick. We're preparing to go live right now. Y'all ready? It's going to be fun. Putting something together. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, what's going on? So we have this, table right here that we are going to put together. It's one of those tables that like goes behind a couch. And so we have a long couch right here and this long wall right here. I figured that it would be a good one to be able to put in that area. It's 102 inches long, but what's really cool about it is that it has like you know how in hotels they have those power supply box things like right on the top of the table. That's what this thing has, which is it's super cool because it's got two 110 outlets on both sides and a USB-A and USB-C. So I already opened it because I did a little unboxing of it. So I'm just going to kind of take everything out and then we're going to go through our instructions right here so that we get this thing put together correctly. But this is the power outlets that I was talking about. These sit right on the top, and you can see it's got the USB-A, USB-C, and then two 110s on there. It just has a nice long grounded cord right there so you can easily get it plugged up. Pretty sure that's coming towards the end, so we'll put those over there. You're going to have your braces right here. It's like 3 of these A-frame style right there. It's just simple metal, and then the other piece, the top piece, is just a piece of wood. So I'm assuming this is going to go there, this will go here, and then this will go way down there. And then there's all these support beams in here as well. So let me go ahead and grab all that out of the box. That's all these right here. They're a little bit different. I do want to point that out. They're not all the same. Some of them have the double ears on them, like this one right here. Some of them have single ears on them. Some of them have like this indentation with 2 extra screws that are going to go into there, and some don't. So we're going to have to really make sure you follow all the numbers on there as you're putting this thing together. And then this right here is going to be all your nougats and bits for it. So we're going to go through all those as we get to those as well. And I do want to show y'all this. This is the top pieces that are wood right here. And the reason why I want to show y'all this is because they make this in a few different finishes, a few different colors, all that type of stuff. So if you go and check out the thing below, the listing, you can go and see all the different color options that they have available for you. And that way you can kind of get the one that's going to match the best with your, living room decor, entryway decor, or wherever you're planning on putting this. And then I also want to point out, this is the hole for that, power outlet as well, which is going to be super cool. So let's get this thing together now that we have everything out of the box. Instrucciones. Y'all ready for it? All right, we're getting started at about 4 minutes in, so we'll have an idea of what the actual construction time takes. So, of course, you're going to want to make sure that you have all your parts in the box there. And then they kind of give you like a what do you call that? Like a blowout, an assembly blow up of everything that's there. And then we'll start with number 1. Oh, number 1's super simple. Okay, cool. So what you're going to want to do first is you're going to need to find your feet. So those little round things, so you can make sure that the table's level whenever you're done. And then you're going to have all these A-frame pieces right here. Bring them upside down. I got 3 of them. And we're just going to screw one to each leg here. So you're going to have 6 total. So I'm just going to simply pop one, and I'm just going to screw it on in. It should be pretty fast because it's got a little grip around the edge right there. So your fingers should be able to make them spin real fast. Can y'all see that? Y'all can't see that. Look, let me bring you guys. Bring y'all on down. Come on down to Chi-Town. I did not bring a power cord. Hopefully we don't lose power. We'll be all right. We'll just have to take a dad reviews field trip and go and get it. All right, screw that one on in just like that. I'll go ahead and screw this one on in just like that. You know what we need to do? We need to see how many steps this is going to take as well. I always like to look at that from the get-go. Like that. And last but not least, that bag is done. And these are set. Perfect. Okay, before we go on to step 2, though, I want to show you guys, I want to look at what the final steps are. Oh, it's only 10 steps. That's fantastic. This shouldn't take long at all. All right, step 2. So you're going to have, I'm assuming these are going to be labeled number 5 and 6. And then you got to find D. There's going to be 2 D bolts that are going to go into there. It looks like you put 5 into 6, or 6 into 5, and then 2 bolts are going to hold it together. And you're going to use your Allen wrench to be able to do that. And you're going to do that 4 times. So you got a bunch of these to do. So what are we looking for? 6 and 5. So this is a 5. Looks like this. It's got 1 ear, and then it simply has 2 open holes right there. And I'm assuming 6. Let me find a 6. 5. Let me pull out 5s. Oh, look, here's a 6 right here. Yeah, so 6, it's got kind of this like little lip right here. See how it's got a little edge so that the number 5 is going to sit right on there. And then those 2, all those holes are going to line up nicely, just like that. And then you just simply take your, what did they say? D. So on each of the bags here, they have them labeled. This is F. C, D. So this is what we're looking at right here. Go ahead and open that up for you guys. This is the size of that particular bolt. They're pretty short. And then we're just going to, where those 2 came together, just simply take that and screw it right on in, just like that. So being that we're doing this 4 times, we're going to be putting in 8 screws. And they also mentioned using that Allen wrench as well, which is going to be in bag H right here. Now, if you want, you can go and grab like a drill that may have a bit that fits this. That might make it go a little bit faster. If I can, I like to use the tools that they give me so that I have a good idea of how long it takes to put together using the tools that they give you. So go ahead and tighten those on up. All right, so now we need to find more 5s and 6s so that we can get all those together. I'm gonna put the finished ones over here so we stay nice and organized. Here's a 5 right here, and that's a 7. Here's a 6 right here. So now we're just gonna, again, line up those holes just like that. This is really simple to put together, honestly. So far, we've screwed in a bunch of feet, and we put some bolts into some poles. Like, this is pretty simple. I think if you wanted to, you could get a kid to do this, or at least help you with it, right? Because it's the same thing over and over. Since we're doing this 4 times, like you show them once, be a great like homeschool activity. We homeschool our kids. Be a great homeschool activity to be able to do with them. So that's that one there. All right, let's find the next. Let's see, here's a 6 right here, and that's an 8. That's a 6. All right, oop, no. This one looks like our sticker fell off of, but if I look at the other ones that we've already done and see if it goes together, it looks like it goes together just fine. So we're gonna go with that one there. Let's go ahead and screw these nuggets and bits in. Just like that. Man, this would be great if you guys have like an Airbnb or something like that that you need to furnish. This would be great because one, it gives your guest some space to throw down all their stuff, like right whenever they walk in. And being that the tabletop part is only like 6 inches deep, it's plenty of room for like, purses, phones, a book, bags, all that type of stuff. But also it's going to have I think it's going to have a space underneath where you can easily slide off some shoes right there as well. So if you don't want your guest, or even for your house as well, if you don't want them tracking dirt and debris all over the place from the bottom of their shoes, then they can take it off right there, which is super cool. Hey, thanks for the follow. Definitely appreciate that. All right, that's that one there. And then now we just have one more 5/6 to do. With this one here, it says we're doing it 4 times. Oh, is it this one? Yeah, this is 5 right here. Okay, so this is going to be the last one from step 2. So that is awesome. Let's go ahead and put these couple of nougats and bits. That's what I like to call them, nougats and bits in here. Like I said, you can get this thing in a whole bunch of different colors as well. So definitely go and check it out if you're looking for a specific color for the room that you're planning on putting it in. All right, just going to tighten this one up and then we'll move on to the next one. All right. All right, so next, step 3 is going to be, we're going to do it 2 times, and it's putting 7 and 8 together. So just to let y'all know what that is, 7 has the 2 ears. I like to call these ears on the side right here. And then it has the little groove on the edge right here. And then 8 is where 7 slides into to where you can put 2 more of those bolts. And it's just simply going to have 2 ears as well on that side. So let me get a few more of these little nougats and bits right here. And we're just going to come on, get in. Thread up. There we go. Threading it up. Got one in right there. And then we'll do the other one in right there. And then we're just going to tighten that one and that one just like that. Easy. All right. And this one, there's only 2 of these to do. So we're just going to pop this one on in real quick. We'll do these 2 nuts and then we can go on to the next direction. It's going by really fast. I mean, it's 13 minutes in. We started about 4 or 5 minutes into this of actual assembly. So, I mean, we're already like, 7 minutes in or so. And we've got all of our poles put together. We got our feet on the ground. We're at step 4. Okay. So please connect bar 6 to metal frame 4. Okay, so these must be, yeah, see the 4. This is number 4 right here. Let me look at what the difference is. Okay. I see it. So the other one is 3. I don't know if the other one's labeled, but you see that it's got these 2 holes here. Number 4 is going to have the 2 holes there, but it's going to go through. It's on both sides right there. So what we're going to do now is we are taking this one and we're putting the 6s are going to connect to it. And the way it connects is you have the ear that's sticking up and you put a bolt through it. It's going to go all the way through this thing, through the other side of the 6, and then it's going to have a nut on the end. Okay, that seems pretty simple. Let me just get to a point where you guys can see it better. So I'm going to bring you guys on down. Y'all come on down right here. Hoo-ah! Just like that. You know what? Let me fix this real quick so that it's not in the way. Just like that. All right. So what we're doing here is we're taking our number 6s right here. I'm running out of room here, but this is going to go right through here. Then we need another number 6. Bring it. Oh, boy. Let's go this way. All right, I think this might work. So we're going to go right here to right here, and then we're going to go through that hole right there. I just need to get the right bolt that's going to go into there. So where's our instructions again? That bolt is going to be B. We're going to need 2 of them, and we're going to need the nuts as well, F. So B and F. This is B right there, and where's that? Is that F? Yeah, that's F right there. Okay, so opening these on up. Let me go ahead and open F so I have it ready to be able to close it up. All right, so. Nope, we weren't going to bring this one up. There we go. All right, so we're going to take one of these, put it through there. It's going to go through there all the way through. Come on, where are you? Got to kind of wiggle it just a little bit to get it through. And then wiggle it just a little. Remember that song? On that one there. All right, so then we're just gonna lightly do this. You know what? Let me move some of this stuff that I have over here so that I'm flat. I think that might mess. Yeah, it's gonna mess with how loose that is. All right, so I'm just gonna finger tighten it right now because I'm also gonna do the same thing to the other side, just by simply laying these on out, just like that. We're gonna grab our B again. That's gonna go through this hole here, all the way there. Grab a nut here. And we're just gonna screw that one right on into that one right there. Nice and finger tight. All right. That's 4. 5. 5 has an exclamation point. Pay attention to the positions pointed at by fingers on metal frames 3. Avoid installing metal frames 3 in the reverse direction. So I believe what they're trying to tell you here is kind of what I was pointing at earlier. On one side, you have the 2 holes right here, but on the other side, it's blank. And so you want to make sure that your holes are facing inward, in towards your poles right here. And then we're going to basically connect those. I believe we're connecting those 2 ear flaps right there. Which piece is that? That's D. Hang on, let me make sure I'm getting it right. This is D. Okay, this is the one that we just did. We're putting that one on the end. Okay. That's it. I'm going to scoop this on down. We'll do this side first, if I can get around this couch. All right. So this is going to go, I believe, up like this. Ah, okay. I didn't even notice this. On the inside of these poles right here. Man, I can move you guys. Can't move these dang poles. There is another hole right here. So there's a hole on the top right here. And then there's another hole on the bottom here that's already threaded. So you're actually going to be putting, I believe, 2 bolts into here. One on the top and one on the bottom on both sides. But for this one, it says just do D for now. Or hold on, is that A? Oh, yeah, no, you got A as well. So we're going to do D. Making sure I'm getting it right. A goes into the bottom. D goes into the top. Okay, I think I got it. So we're going to need, was that D? No, these are B. Let's move those over there. Let's get our, D's were up here. Those are the ones we were using earlier. And then we're going to need A's. Gotta be one of these, right? Let's see here. A. Okay. So, again, make sure your holes are facing towards the poles. And then we're going to line that up. I'm going to go ahead and do the smaller ones first, the D. And I believe the D is the one that's going to, yeah, it goes on the little, the top piece right here. There's just a hole that simply lines up. Takes some fidgeting with to be able to get it in, especially if you're using your left hand and you're right-handed. There we go. All right. I'm just going to finger tight it for now. One thing I like to do whenever I'm building stuff, and I've said this before, is that I like to kind of finger tighten everything. And then once it's done, I go back and I tighten everything a little bit tighter, just so that if there is a little bit of wiggle room that you need while you're building it, you'll be able to have that wiggle room for yourself if you need to adjust it. All right, then we're going to take some A's right here. We're going to have one going in through here. Whoa, I guess I could kind of move this down a little bit, maybe. Is that going in? Yeah, that's going in. All right. So I like how this has 2 points, 2 secure points right here. One for the piece coming down and then one going into the pole right there as well. Just like that, done and done. Okay. So you can get an idea for how long this thing is. I mean, look at this thing. It's huge. So now I can move that out the way. Scoop this on down. Grab our other end piece. Remember, holes towards the poles. We're going to put this one on this end over here. And I'm going to do my D's first again. So let me grab 2 of those. That's the little top ones where the ear is. Make sure you got to line it up correctly. Come on now. Come on. Get in. See, earlier I was joking about, trying to screw it with my left hand, and it was giving me trouble. And now I'm doing it with my right hand, and it still gave me trouble. All right, that one and this one. Line that one on up. Come on, get in. Get in that hole. Come on. And the reason why, one of the possible reasons why this isn't lining up correctly for me is because we have these brick floors right here. And so they're not, 100% smooth. And so it may not be quite level for it. But I got it in. A little bit of patience. Here, I'll move you guys on over here so y'all can see a little bit better if y'all want to. Y'all want to come on over? Grab some more A's right here. There's one left in there. I don't know if we're actually going to use that or if that's just an extra one in case something happens. But now we're just going to screw this one on in back here. It's going to hold and connect all the way through to that pole right there. Oh boy. I think I did this right. Yeah, I did. Okay. I noticed that these holes were all up and down here, and I was like, I wonder if the wood piece is going to be going through there. But then I remembered that we looked at these ears the correct way, and so I know I did it the right way. All right, so we got that. Done and done. Let's see, that was step 5 right there. 4 of those and 4. Whoa, wait, 4 of those? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 of those. Okay. Step 6. Okay, so we're going to be putting a bottom brace, the bottom braces. So up here, I ran into the, oh, look, I can always turn y'all. Always forget that. Right here, those 2 holes that were right here. And then there's 2 holes that I showed you on this middle piece right here. We are going to bolt this guy right on into those holes right there. I just need to figure out which ones I need. So in step 6, which, by the way, looks like that, we have, we're going to need B, D, and F, which we've used all before. B, D, F was those nuts. Where'd I put those nuts at? Where? Oh, wait, that's F right there. B, I need B. That's B, long ones. All right. So we're going to be, okay, that's going to be interesting. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? I think it's going to be to put on the D's on the ends first. It's so long, it might be a little floppy because we got to get it on that side as well. Let me see. Let me think about how to do this the best way. I think, see, I was thinking to put D's in loosely on this side, since that's where those go. I can maybe use my knee to kind of prop it up a little bit. And then once I got it propped up pretty well, then I could, yeah, like that. Okay, got it just loosely in. Now I can grab my B, and I can definitely prop that one on up right there. And that makes that just kind of hanging there. And so now over here, I'll put in this other D, just like that. I'm gonna tighten these up, just, finger tighten them. Now I'm gonna slide in my other B into this other one right here. Got to make sure it goes all the way through. All right. And now we're going to be doing this one. So with this one, can y'all see that? Yeah, y'all can see that. I got these two little nougats sticking out right there, so I can hopefully rest out on one of those while I get the D's in on that side over there. And then I can just come and nut these off. So let me grab D. I need two of these guys. 1 and 2. All right, that one goes in like that. And we're going to do the other one. Oh, wait. Let's go ahead and get this lock to that. Now we'll put here. Screwing that one on in. These are the little ones, the little bolts. Then once you have that in, we can come on back to these guys right. Whoa, y'all don't fall. We can come back to these guys right here, and those take an F. And F are those nuts. I'll show them to you. Those. So we're just going to simply cap those on both sides. All right. That one there. Make sure it's threaded right. Come on now. Come on. There we go. There we go. Got it. I need the wrench to be able to get it tighter. But that's good. Nice and finger tight right there. All right. Step 7. Man, we're 70% done, or 60% done. Let's see. Now we're doing our wood top pieces. So I can probably flip this thing. Let's go ahead and do that. I want to flip this thing and kind of get it out of the way too. Yeah, buddy. There we go. Nice. All right, let's get that out the way. And let's grab our wooden pieces, which I put back here. So I want you to note that they have these threads on the bottom part right there, and that's what's going to connect it to the frame. So as we're doing this, let's see, they're showing those up. So we want to make sure that we put them up. And you want to make sure that the ones with the hole cutouts are on the end, on the edges, on the ends. There's one without holes that is going to go in the middle. And again, make sure that your threads are up. What we're going to do with this one, oh, what does it say? Or, hold on. To better adapt to your home layout environment, we provide 3 installation methods for you to choose from. Okay. So they're using G, which I believe are these, yeah. G right here are these dowels, but you can use those. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what they're saying. They've made it to where you can place the outlet holes where you want them. So if you wanted to flip this one to where the outlets are more in the middle of the shelf, you can do that because they have holes on this side and holes on that side right there. That's actually really cool. I think I'm going to leave them at the furthest ends. But these are the different configurations that they have. I mean, basically, outlets on the outside. The top one is outlets on the inside. And then the other one is just kind of like they're all moved over to one side. So what we're going to do now is just simply take our dowels, bring you guys on down. And you're just going to put one right into there. And another one into this one here. And then you're going to fuse your pieces together. Just like that. If you wanted to, just to make it kind of extra secure, you could grab some wood glue and put a little bit of wood glue onto the dowel or into the hole, whichever way you like to do it. And that way it'll just give it a better bond between the entire shelf unit here. Simply push that together. All right, so that's that. That was an easy step right there. Assembly instruction, possible problems. I guess I should have read that, huh? There's a gap between 3 boards, so you want to make sure that there's no gaps. So that's what we've done. Closed them all nice and tight. The hole in the bar is not aligned with the hole in the board, and the screw cannot be installed. We haven't gotten to that yet. Recommended solution: please loosen the screws to fix the boards, adjust the boards to make them fit together without gaps, then tighten the screws. Since the diameter of the screw hole in the bar is larger than the hole in the bolt, the position of the board can be adjusted. Okay. If that doesn't work, contact us. Okay, so 8. Okay, yeah, that makes it easy. So we have this already upside down right here. What we can do now is grab our frame, lift it on back up and over, bring it on down, just like that. We're just going to line up all of our holes. And then you can easily boop, 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 put in all your bolts. So we are looking at C. And there's going to be a bunch of, there's like 16 of them or something. Make sure you use C and not B. There is a difference between the two. So C is going to be a new bag that we're opening here. And I'm going to need to get my Allen wrench too. So we're just going to, here, let you guys come a little closer and down. So we're going to see if our hole's right there. Okay, I can see it through there. Get it lined up. Start twisting. And it's made so that, oh, no, I wasn't twisting. It's made so that the bolt goes down into the metal piece there so that you don't see it once it's completed. So let's see if we can get this thing on in. I'm curious to see how far. Oh, is that it? Oh, maybe you do see it. I thought it was going to go down further than that. So you can make it nice and tight if you want to there. Like I said, I like to keep mine a little loose. So it actually won't take as long as I thought. I thought these were going to have to drive all the way on down through there, but it's not. It simply just kind of sits on top. So 1, 2, yeah, like 3 turns of the wrench and then you're done. Wow, that's going to speed everything up nicely. I like that. Okay, I can see my hole. Just got to fit it into there. Screw it on down. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. I don't know who you are because it just says Amazon customer started following you. But hi, nice to meet you. And then we're going to pop this one. Let's see. Can I see it? Yep, I can see it there. Just going to drive that one on in. Oh, nope. This one's a little wonkadonk. Come on, find it. Oh, by the way, I did notice for these tables too, if you wanted one that only has one power cord or one power source, they make that. If you go and check out the product listing below, I think some of the other products by this brand section, it shows all the different ones that they have. There we go. I didn't have that lined up. It shows all the different kinds that they have. And I noticed that they had some that just had either one power supply or they had one with, I think they had one with no power supply as well. It's like you just wanted the table. But I would go with the power supply because it's super cool that they have that USB-A and USB-C built into it so that you can charge all your stuff right here on the table. All right, let's see. Make sure we're lined up. I'm finding too, like I can look down into the hole and I can see kind of where the threads are. And then if I need to, I can kind of pull with my fingers like that to be able to make sure it gets in correctly. And then just give it a good little tighten there. Let's see. This is going by fast, y'all. This is great. Let's get y'all on back. We're down to the end on this side. Let me do this one first. I can see it better. Get it in. Make it finger tight. There you go. Let's see. This one. Drop it on in. Gonna get those threads connected. The writing's in the instructions. Get those threads connected. There we go. Okay. And is that one going in? I think so. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Let's come on back down this way, down the train here. And we just have to do this side. So basically, we are halfway done with all these little backside bolts. It's the backside, boys. Backside bolts. Backside bolts. All right. You like whenever I make up parodies about what I'm doing? Okay. Just a few more. Oh, hello. Hello. What phone is that? Dun, 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 dun. Come on. 5 more. 5 more. We got this. What's our time looking like? I can't see it right now because I'm working on... I can barely see it. My computer's at like an angle. There we go. Let's see. So I did an unboxing of this already. And whenever I was unboxing it, there's a bag of wood screws in there. And I was like, oh, I guess we're going to be screwing into some wood or something. I just realized those wood screws are what hold the power supplies in place on the top. I just put that together. No pun intended. Ha ha! All right. All right. 2 more here. I think every other bag just had one last bolt in there, so it seems like they give you one extra of each, which I always appreciate. eventually something's going to go wrong with something, and it's always nice to have that extra one there as a fallback. All right. And last, can't see. There it is. Last one on this side. Put that one on in. Screw this thing on out. All right. We basically have most of it done. I think all we have to do now is drop in those things. Yep. And we're going to attach. Oh, okay. Then the Ks. I got to mention the Ks too. But we can flip this thing on up. I'm really curious to see what this is going to look like. So, let me go ahead and set you guys on down right here. Bring y'all on in like that. And we're going to put my hand down, flip it, and reverse it. All right. Okay, so I will say it's probably going to be too long for the back of the couch. So we'll probably put it up against the wall. But just so y'all can see, I'm going to put y'all on it right there. Don't fall. So this right here is the edge of the couch. And I still have a good bit right here on the end. I mean, I guess if you wanted to have it sticking out a little bit, it'd give access to these ports right here. And then you'd have the same thing over here on this side as well. So that could work right there if you wanted to do it that way. But what I'm thinking is that I might put it against this wall right here because I have an outlet down there that I'd be able to plug those things into. So let's see if you guys, are y'all safe right here? Put y'all on the cushion, the very unstable cushion. So, thinking right here. And again, as I mentioned earlier, well, hold on, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's get these power boxes in. So this right here is going to be power outlets I was telling y'all about. You can choose if you want them to go this way into there, or if you want it to go this way. I don't think it's going to matter that much. They do already have the drill holes pre-drilled on either side for those wood screws that you're going to be putting into there. And then just simply take this and plug that right on in just like that. We now have power to that. It'd be nice if they had like a little cord keeper thing to where you could run it. You could probably get some like little hook things, but just to kind of keep the cord, out of sight and not hanging down like that. That'd be nice if they had just some little things to kind of clip it into. But that looks good. That's going to work. Oh, what I was saying too, I mentioned earlier about the Airbnb or just for your house, being able to kick shoes underneath here. So it sticks out only like 6 inches. So your shoes might hang out just a little bit, but it's a nice like little under space right here to be able to put some things. Let's see, let me go ahead and grab this other one right here. Another thing that you do want to be conscious of is the placement of these power outlets. You definitely want to make sure that they're going to be near an outlet, or you're going to have some kind of cord to connect them all together. Let's see, bring you guys on over this way. Drop that on in. So I'm going to turn it this way, just like that. And we have a night light plugged in over there, so I'm going to need to get either like a power strip to be able to plug it into there, or we'll move the night light to somewhere else. But all I have to do now is put in those two on each one, those two screws, those wood screws that will go into there. And then this thing will be complete. We're at 44 minutes, and we started at about 4 minutes with the installation. Oh, that's the other thing that I wanted to mention. They have these Ks right here. I mentioned part K, and that is just for these little holes right here so that you could put this whichever way you want. You know, they have these two open holes on either side. So if you want, there's like little stickers that you just simply put over those if you want to do that. I usually don't like to do that. I don't know why. I just don't care. I don't think it matters. And then also, if you have kids in the room, you might want to consider that anchoring strap right here. You just simply anchor that to the wall, and then they'll be able to, they won't be able to like knock it over and whatnot, or at least it gives it a strap to be able to catch itself on. It does come with a little screwdriver, and we need our ease for those extra little screws. Let's see if you guys can do like that. Come on down, Chinatown. Let's see, I can brighten this up maybe. Does that help any? Oh, y'all are far away. Y'all come closer. Come closer. Oh, too close, little too close. Yeah. Welcome to Dad Reviews. Y'all know what that's from? One of my favorite Disney movies from back in the day. All right. So this is just going to go right on in just like this. Screw that one right there. And then we will screw this one right here. Super simple. That side's done. Let's go on over to the other side. Got a little bit more light here. You can see a little bit better. Put that there. Let's see. Line this one up here. Just like that. Don't close. Hey, y'all falling. I'm falling and I can't get up. All right. Done. Time. Screwdrivers down. 47 minutes. Plus it took us, 4 or 5 minutes to get started. So it's like 42 minutes to be able to get this thing done. And then I like showed y'all stuff and jibber-jabbered with y'all. I sang some songs to y'all. So you could probably cut out like 5 to 10 minutes from that. So you're looking at probably 35 to 40 minutes to be able to put this thing together. And look at that. That's awesome. Nice little table. Nice and skinny. Goes up against the wall nicely. Has the power outlets into there. So it doesn't take up too much space in the walkway right here. Like you can still walk through it. And you'd be able to, to be able to just put like a little charging, one of those magnetic or like pads to where you walk by, phone needs a charge, just plop it right down onto there. That's a good idea. I like that. So y'all are looking for an excellent, what do we call it? Console table? Coffee table? The sofa, living room table? What do you call these things? I don't know what they're called. Hallway table? Actually, that probably look good in our hallway too. Look, check this. We have this long hallway right here. We could easily put that right there or right there. Ooh, we might be doing that. Look, y'all like all these? These are our travel maps. Every year I make a little map of all the places that we've been to. It's kind of fun. But yeah, if y'all are looking for like a skinny little table to be able to put some things down on, you can power up some things. You can put little trinkets on there, all that type of stuff, little knickknacks. And then you could also use the under storage area for some shoes or something like that. Y'all definitely need to go and grab y'all one of these right here. Remember, you can get this in a whole bunch of different colors as well. So if there's a particular color that you're looking for, definitely go and check out that product listing below, and they'll have all the different options on there that you can choose from, and you guys can choose the best color that you think is going to be the right one for your situation. But super cool. I really like the how thin it is, so that you can easily just drop some things down onto there while you're walking by, and it's kind of a little place to put things down. Like a mail basket would be good on there, and that way you can kind of organize all your mail that comes in. Y'all definitely need to go and grab y'all one of these if this is something that you're looking for. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you to these guys for sending this to me too, so I could show you guys how to assemble this thing. Anything else I need to say? Have a great night. Merry Christmas. It's almost Christmas. I'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all. Dad out.